You gonna come this side and push? Come grab that at the end. Push from that side. This is the new Aniioki A9 Pro Max. This is a dual 50-volt system, 60 amp hour battery capacity, advertised 200 miles in range and the lower speed. Did you grab it well? This bike is 26 inch by 4.8 inches in width, massive wheels, 300 mil rotors front and back, 1800 watts dual system. This thing is insane. You guys ready? Yeah. Let's unbox it and let's see what we have here. Surprisingly, there's no damage around the box, and this was delivered by FedEx. First time. Actually, there is a little crack here. This is how it looks inside. Oh, thank you, Eagle. This is how it looks inside. No damage around, just a little crack right here, which is minimal. There's nothing damage there, so it's all good. So let's take the bike out. It's supposed to be gray, so red clamps. And look at those brakes. I might actually get these brakes, buy them and put them on the RX in motion. That'll be so much better. This is a $3,900 bike. This is massive. The 20-inch version was already big. Look at this thing. Holy moly. This is insane. I don't know how long it will take till Aniioki actually creates an electric motorcycle, because that's what it's heading to. And there's one more thing I forgot to mention. Let me show you here. You're gonna get 2 boxes. So one box with the bike, and look at these brakes. This is insane. I like this caliper adapter here.
Holy moly.
What is it?
Holy moly.
Holy moly! So you guys gonna get a second box with a front motor, and this is how it looks like inside. Almost 5-inch width. This is already out of the normal proportions. And look at this front disc brake. And surprisingly, it's not that heavy actually. This is supposed to be way heavier, and it's actually lighter than I was expected. And this is 1800 watts. It says motorcycle mirrors and looks like that. A lock with a lock holder. Not sure if this is safe to be used in New York. This can be caught in seconds, so you need like a really heavy duty lock for this bike. This bike is $3,900, so you need to make sure it's protected. Here we have a charger, and this looks like a high quality charger finally. The previous ones I didn't like, but this one, metal case, fan. Look at this charger. Aniioki branded aluminum casing, has fans, proper wiring, so well done. And this is 58.8 volts, 8 amp hour fast charger. Finally, Aniioki. I was waiting for this. This is insane. Check this out, guys. Look at this crank sprocket. This is crazy. This is the biggest I've seen so far. This is what I was looking for. Just look at this thing. I have to check the size and the teeth count, but this is ridiculously big. I have to get a bunch of them and swap them on my other bikes. I was looking for something like that. And look at this drive. This is crazy. I like this red touches here, here on the brakes, also here in the front. Yeah, and also look on the wheels. Really nicely done. And this is all reflective stickers. The website A8 Pro Max Plus. This is an insane bike, guys. These decals are really nicely done. And look at this battery. So this is 52 volt dual drive lithium battery for electric vehicles. So this is designed and actually is stronger than previous models to withdraw and sustain dual 1800 watts in the back and in the front. Rack in the back sits on this spacer, so it's enough height, doesn't touch the wheel. Turning shifter, 7-speed SIS cassette. The only thing is the shifter, it's older model. Big screen, good console. These grips actually, they don't feel cheap anymore. Twist throttle, good spring, better actually than previous models. And they have this new fork adjustments, so you remove that and you get to the valve. Much beefier, much stronger front fork. Here, make sure you put the safety washers, you connect them, and it's tight on both sides. Also, where the motor is. This is insane how big this disc brake is. Excessively big. I think it's just too much. 4 pistons, they grab all the way, almost like half an inch on the side, so you can see the pattern. It's just insane. It's good to have it, but I think it's overkill. Now, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see when we test the top speed and how it handles. But here, another thing, very important. This plastic holder, wire holder, make sure you tighten it and you run it through. Then the motor face cables go here in this spot right here underneath. The motor is just so big, I can't even show you guys, but make sure you don't miss. There's a spacer here that goes in between the fork and the axle. Then you put the safety spacers on both sides and you pretty much bolt in the axle, and that should be it. Don't forget to install the fender in the front. In this box you get the manual, you get the front light, which we'll install now, you get the pedals, some zip ties, what else we have here, turning signals, and the bike tool, and you get this 2 wrenches to connect the front tire. Here's the Aniioki A9 Pro Max Dual fully assembled, and I cannot call this an e-bike anymore. It does have pedals. Technically, it is an e-bike, but it's so big, and big is slightly said. You have to see it in person. The sheer mass, the width, the size of these wheels, the size of this frame, it is a tank. The Dual 1800 watts is just beyond of what we'll ever need. Massive 52 volts, 58 amp hour battery, dual oversized suspension with a super giant comfortable seat, perfect for off-roading and long range rides. This tank, it's overbuilt for the apocalypse day. Will run through anything, anywhere, anytime. It is stretched out excessively, but still super cool and so impressively built. For this massive tank, I have the best wireless charging motorcycle mount. And this is a bar mount. I have another one, which I'll show you in the next video. This thing is the best cell phone, the best phone holder mount in the world. You guys know, I love big design. I love their backpacks, I love their mounts. This, right now, it is the best motorcycle mount in the world. The packaging is just insane. We have here the climate neutral certified, all the stuff that you guys seen in previous videos. The company is carbon free and supports and has amazing culture. Here you have all the instructions, how to install it. And here is the mount. Look at this thing. You have the mounting system that goes into your phone. You have the dampening. But look, you have adjustability here. Look, different angle, up and down. This is a new, look at this ball here. Yeah, this thing, and also this arm, you can swivel it left, right, up and down. It's much more compact than previous one. This is really cool, guys. Here we have different sizes for different bars. And here we have the cable and the tool that you need to adjust. So you can scan here and get all the instructions, so you don't need to go over the paperwork. And look at this. You also have this organizers, and then you connect USB-C type, and this goes into your mount right here. This is so much better than quad lock. So you connect here, so much better than previous version. This mount is fantastic. Look at the craftsmanship, look at the quality. The CNC is just perfect. Beautifully done, guys. This is indeed the best mount I actually held in my hand. This is so well done. All right, torque it has plenty. It takes off. All right, stop sign. Brakes are smooth, it's so high up and it's so freaking massive. These wheels, look at that. Suspension too soft. I have to pump it up here, but let's see what it can do. Acceleration is nice, it just takes off. Look at it. Super smooth. Oops, somebody got caught there. Yeah, the suspension is so freaking smooth. I have to pump it up. This is too low for me. The back is perfect. I also have adjustability in the back. 0.26, like, this is like a very small stretch here and it picks up so fast. Not a good spot to go fast. cops, and I think they crack down on people like bad drivers. There's a cop there, there's a cop there. So first impression, but guys, this thing it's massive. I can't even wrap my head around how big this is, and the handlebar is kind of like short, and that wheel is so massive in the front. Yeah, it picks up really nicely. The ride's completely different than the 20-inch version. It is 145 pounds, but looks heavier, feels heavier. These wheels make this ride the most comfortable I have tried so far, and it's so smooth. And actually, when you hit any like potholes, any cracks, it's smoothing the impact before even the suspension reacts. Super comfortable ride. These wheels are just taking all the bumps away. It is extremely comfortable. This massive chairring eliminates all the ghost pedaling, and I'm not pushing extremely hard here, and the bike moves. There's traffic, there's cars around, so I can't really speed it up to the max. But I hit 40, and I think 5 more miles is not gonna be a problem as long as I have a longer stretch and enough room to accelerate. There's not much room to accelerate and let the bike run and get to the maximum speed, but the torque and acceleration, it's good for this size and this weight. Pickup is very nice. It's fast. You have to test this bike. It is a super fun ride. It is unique and unmatchable feeling compared to all other bikes I tried so far. Very similar, very close to Yahoo Romeo Pro, but slightly different. But these wheels just makes this noise when it's running and makes the ride super smooth. I'll be doing a follow-up video and comparing the speed and acceleration of both models and see how is performance, which one is faster between the A9 and Yahoo Romeo Pro. What do you guys think? I don't know guys, the ride super plush. The softest, the most comfortable I ever tried. Maybe because the front suspension is not adjusted, it's like super soft, but it doesn't rebound back, it doesn't make noise, which is awesome. And it feels so high up. I don't even know what to compare it to because there's nothing on the market that feels so high. And because the wheels are 4.8 inches, it gives you that, I don't know, half an inch, a quarter of an inch, like maybe more or less, some other area longer, but taller feel is just incredibly comfortable. A lot of power, like the 20-inch tires, like when you go 40 plus miles an hour, it's a little bit of shake. You kind of have to balance it. Here that stray picks up speed much faster on the flat. It feels so much more, like it's just insane, guys. This bike is freaking nuts. It goes in cruise control and it's just so much power, and finally no more ghost pedaling. This chairring is freaking insane. Also the rear brake is touching heavily. I don't know if the camera picks that up. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but I think if I fix that, if I align it, oh, turn signal, forgot to turn it on. I think it might give me a couple of maybe a mile too fast, maybe, I'm not sure, but guys, look at the lights, look in the back how bright it is. This thing is crazy. Look at this thing. Also very bright light in the front. I'll show you guys in the full review when it's completely dark outside, but this is next to my K cog, and I'm waiting for the off-road tires, and I want to replace the front fender. This is road wheels, the hybrid, which are good off-road and the city, but once I get the off-road, or maybe super motors, it will be wider. I'm planning to put 100 volts or 96 volts and swap the controller and make it more range and faster. It gets 65-70 miles an hour now, but I want to get it 75-80. After the swap, it can go plus 100 miles an hour. I ride 70-75, that's enough for highway. But this bike next to that bike, that looks like a scooter. This thing is just, look at this. It's longer, it's taller. Like the front fork wideness, you know, the circumference is almost as big as the all-in front fork. Guys, I have no words. So compared to A8, which that was a monster. Those are big bikes. And the previous ones, even A7, it's in a big group. Like those are like heavy fat tire bikes. A8 Pro Dual, it's already insane, guys. This, it's a dinosaur. It's a monster. It's a monstrosity. I mean, I can't find words. This thing is just so big. Like I only rode it from down to here, like what, like a quarter mile, not even like a quarter mile. And this thing at the first twist, it just took off. It's just too much power. And this is a heavy bike. These rotors are insane. Look at this, 300 mil. 4-piston calipers. I like these calipers. Look how nicely this bracket is done. So I'm gonna spend at least 7 days to get the feel and give you guys a full review, all the good and the bads, the pros and the cons as I usually do. But I like how it looks, even though it's so big, and big is like lightly said, it's a monster, right? It has nice touches, red here, red clamp, red caliper and bracket, red, you know, the lever here holder, right, where the tank is, red cap, red adjustment, like has turning signals, big light, new suspension. Look how wide this is. Like the dropout, the width here for the fork is just insane. Look at this sprocket, guys. Nice decals. It's oversized. If you live in an apartment, you don't have space, forget about it. Don't even dream. You need a garage or a space where to park it. And I do have that, but I just like brought it up because I wanted to see how it feels, and it's not easy to move this around in tight spaces. But I can just park it downstairs next to my cake, next to my solar, my other bikes, and just take the battery and charge upstairs, which is really handy. And this is a special battery. So usually it's 59 amps, now it's 58 amps, different cells with higher discharge. So this is a beast, is lightly said. This is just, I mean, I don't know how bigger they will go. Like A8 Pro Max, it's insanely big, but it's still like has like a nice flow line, like good design. This, like, I don't know why the fork is so steep. It should have at least 9 degrees here, so maybe this increases stability at top speed. We'll test and see. But I kind of like how it looks. It looks different. It feels different. So first impressions, it's cool. It's super cool. It's crazy big, but it's still cool. This is like, this is insane. Look, the gear, and look how it bends from big to small. Like, this is just like, if you see this in person, you'll be like, what the frick is this? This is the biggest bike I've seen. Yahora, it's huge, and we're gonna compare them next to each other and do a drag race and range test and all that stuff and see how it feels. That's coming in the next video after I fully review this one. And the giveaway video, guys, I apologize. We had rain for 2.5 weeks. Had to travel to New York. It got backed up, so that's coming hopefully next 2 weeks, a week and a half, maybe 3 weeks, we'll see. But I mean, this looks so much bigger than Yahora, and that's also a really big bike. Yeah, the seat comfortable, the same standard components. I like this mirrors. I'm actually gonna put this on my cake. I like how it connects here, and it's nicely done. You can really secure this and move around. Good grips. This is not plastic, it's a rubber insert. It feels so nice, guys. Same shifter. We have to replace this. Olivia or even this brand, the Turn A, but newer one that goes under. Loud horn. Turning signals. Look at this, guys. Front and back, which we asked in the previous A8 Pro Max video. So this is this is bigger than a motorcycle size. Now, I don't know what's gonna be 810 or 815 next size, maybe what, 30-inch tires? I have no idea. I think they should stop at this and start doing motorcycles. I think 50-mile motorcycle would be super cool, but keep it like Super 73 style, 20-inch tires, so you don't have to get insurance, avoid parking fees, and be able to steal the right bike lanes over bridges and commute around the city. It's beefy. I have to take it off-road and see how it does. But just first close-ups, guys, they kept the same sizes, just stretched it longer, and somehow it still looks good. It still looks big but acceptable. People who go off-roading, who have extremely bad terrain, swamps, sand, you know, like dirt, this will do insanely good. And with that seat and with these tires and with this extra power, you'll tackle any hill, you'll go over anything. I'm really impressed I saw it on the website and I'm like, I have to get on the channel and review this. It's kind of crazy. I think this blows any limits, any parameters of any bikes, but it's cool to have it. There's a bunch of people who love this oversized bikes, and for cruising this is perfect. 25 miles an hour, you probably get maybe 50 miles an hour, which is an average speed for 70-80% of riders. You'll probably get 150, maybe 200 miles if you're like 60-70 kilograms. I mean, this is doable on this battery. If you ride conservatively and you pedal with this sprocket, you probably get more range if you like to work out and push this hard. But the bike is just insane. Look how long this cable is, and it's a USB-C type connector. You can have a battery in your pocket and connect it there on your bike, on your e-bike. And look at this mount. So now here's installed, compact. This ball right here allows you to adjust any angle you want, and you have right here the bolt to release and adjust. Really clever, really smartly done. New buttons, so you can press release from the top. Here's the release mechanism, or from the bottom, one right here. And this arm right here, it's super compact, but you can actually swivel this arm anywhere around. This screw on the bottom, it's spring loaded, so it's easy to tighten or release. So this thing right here is spring loaded. You can pull it up, and once you pull it up and you loosen the screw, you can have different positions, up and down, all around, and adjust it any way you want. You can see the buttons here, and also this is the connection I was telling you about. So you can loosen this up right here, this bolt, and you can swivel this bolt, the sphere, any position you like. So you have any angle possible, adjustability any way you would need it and like it. I think this is perfect for me, this angle, and this mount, it's perfectly done. This is the best I've seen and tried so far. Shot with the mobile Peak Design phone for S23 Ultra. This thing is super thin, and this is how it looks. It will never come out. Super sturdy, and this dampener is just smooth, like perfectly, guys. This is freaking insanely well done. So you guys can see just angles, how the phone looks like connected on this mount. If you own a motorcycle, a new bike, a sport bike, racing bike, any kind of cruising bike, this is the mount to get, guys. Look how cool this thing is. It is perfectly executed. This A9 has some insane specs. IP6 waterproof, tank design, big power delivery, 4,800 watts, low capacity, 400 pounds, written on the website, but I feel like this bike can tow 4,000 pounds. It is gigantic, and despite all of the above, it is the most comfortable and stable of all I tested so far. Super fun and so easy and comfortable to go fast and cruise. Guys, the link will be down below if you like to order it now. If you're still on the fence, if you need more info, you're not ready, full review coming in 1 week. Thanks for watching, share and comment, and I'll see you next time.